What's up, guys? This is Brian from the Boopinion, and today we're going to be talking about something that kind of went under the radar a little while back, but yeah, I kind of just stumbled across it this past week, and I thought I would cover it just because it's a fun topic and kind of a break from the normal Nintendo news. I know everyone at this moment is just kind of wondering, is there going to be a Nintendo Direct? What games are going to be coming out this year? And so I'm just going to take a break from that and kind of just focus on something I thought was very unique and something you probably will never see again. I don't think it'll really develop into anything, but without further ado, let's talk about this canceled game by RetroStudio's. Now, there was this report in May that apparently there were these two games that they had kind of initially started the development phase on. I'm not even sure if there was any development at all on the game I'm about to talk about, but there was this report that they worked on this undeveloped Zelda game. And the Zelda game was kind of like not a darker version than Majora's Mask, but along like that same strand. And I think it kind of focused on Sheik as well. But buried under that, which didn't really receive that much coverage at all, I think it was mentioned a little bit by Game Explain, maybe IGN, but just really kind of got lost in the fold because it was tied to Zelda. As there was this game as well that had the concept name of Haunt and had some concept art as well. And it was this game where you actually took over as a Boo. Now, I'm not really sure how this worked, but from what I've read and looked at, it kind of seems like it was kind of like the Nintendo version of Monsters, Inc. Or if you're familiar with the game Nintendo Land where you take over as one of the ghosts and you try to sneak up on the other players. I don't think it's to that degree per se, but kind of the same idea where you're learning how to scare people and learn how to be a Boo. Because there's pictures, if you look at the concept art, of some of the Boos wearing graduation caps. Looks like there's like a Professor Boo. And I don't know if it's like an academy or what the story behind the structure is. It honestly reminds me of the hotel in Luigi's Mansion 3, and I'm wondering if they kind of borrowed from this concept art when they designed that, which would be cool to do a shout out to this game that never got really fleshed out. But so yeah, this is a game that was leaked by a former Retro Studios employee. The names of the guy is Sammy Hall, and if you're not familiar with him, he worked on some of the Metroid Prime 3 work, and I'll be displaying some of the concept art as we talk about this throughout the video, but it's really cool. I mean, they've never really done anything like this. They have had games what this honestly reminded me of was like the villain version of Captain Toad, where they had a game focused on a side character in the Mario series. And I would honestly recommend that game. There's a lot of fun puzzles to solve in it, and probably doesn't give the love it deserves. I would say, I don't know if it's worth the full $60, but if you could get it at a reduced price, I'd recommend to check it out, just because it's something different. And I think Nintendo really shines when they do something different, and because that's what hooked me on Nintendo, and honestly how I got into Nintendo, if you don't know, and why my name is Boopinion and why I'm so obsessed with Boos, is because Luigi's Mansion was my first game ever. And that game is a huge black sheep in Nintendo games where it just focuses on the weaker brother Mario and you're hunting ghosts. Like, that's not even related to anything else you do in any other Mario game, to be honest. But I really like when Nintendo just takes a different direction and has a out-of-the-box game, and I think this game definitely would have been that. So it's a shame we never got to see what it would be like, not even like a trailer or a little bit of a demo. But you never know, they could pick it up again one day, because this is supposed to be for the Nintendo DS, as the development for this was going on between like 2006 and 2007. So it wouldn't it wouldn't surprise me if they might go a different direction where they don't literally finish this specific project, but they could take some elements of it and maybe, I don't know, it's like a mini game and a Mario Party game, or it's like a small or they kind of incorporate it into the next game in the Luigi's Mansion series, which I don't know if there will be that, but I think Nintendo always tries to kind of hold on to things that didn't pan out and maybe store it for later use. So will there be a Boo game called Haunt coming out in 2020? Definitely not. Probably not even 2022. I don't know, not even 2025, but you may see some of this again one day down the line. And I just thought it was something to kind of play around with. It's fun to read about and look at and see. There could be other games as well that we don't even know about that are even more bizarre and wild than this one. So it just kind of makes you wonder how many concept games there are out there, and if there's games that made it even further along the development phase in this one. But let me know what you guys think. If you think this would have been a really fun game, if you would have been interested in it, or as a lot of people are saying, kind of in a sarcastic way, that even Boo got a game before Waluigi did. So if not for Boo or not Waluigi, is there another character you think deserves a game as well? So let me know below, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in the next video.